Anytime I see a dude with bad hair, I know it's because they don't know what to do before they go to the barbershop. That's why in today's video, I'm gonna show you the 6 things you need to do before your next haircut. Now, for a good haircut, you must have thick hair, which means that if you have thinning hair or have hair loss, you won't be able to get the hairstyle that you want. Fortunately, there is a brand new solution for hair loss from a clinic called Clinic. It is called New Gen Stem Cell Therapy. Thanks to stem cell and Oxycure therapy combined with Sapphire FUE hair transplant therapy. And we tested this on my brother. And I'm gonna show you the massive difference this makes later on. Number 1, follow these 2 rules when booking your next haircut. You see, if your barber sucks, I need you to make him do these 2 things before he cuts your hair. First, you must always book your haircut for the day after your barber's day off or after a long weekend. And you wanna make sure it's the first slot in that morning. This way, your barber's gonna be refreshed and not tired from cutting hair all week, giving you the best cut possible. Next, you need to get a haircut every 2 weeks, but you need to alternate between 2 different styles of a haircut. You have a full style cut and a touch-up cut. Most guys only need a touch-up after every 2 weeks, not a full-on style cut. By doing this, not only can you save money, but your barber can focus on different things between each cut to make sure your hair's always on point. Now, by you just changing when you book and how often you book your haircut, you're gonna already drastically improve the quality of the haircut you can get from your barber. But there's still more things you need to do before that next haircut to ensure you get the best hairstyle possible. Number 2, you're gonna use this checklist to find the perfect barber. I'm gonna show you how to find the best barber possible by you just analyzing how he interacts with you from the moment you arrive all the way till when you get out of that chair and you pay. You see, before you get in the chair, a good barber will do these 4 things. They should have well-groomed hair and facial hair themselves. They should maintain a clean shop floor and a clean bench. They should have a few other people waiting for their own haircuts with him. And they should have a wide variety of scissors and clippers because you don't want the barber that can only do fades or only do one type of style. Now, once you're in the chair, I want you to analyze him and make sure he does these 6 things. They should run their hands through your hair as soon as you sit down to see your hair direction and flow. They should ask you what you want before they even start clipping you. They should repeat what you just said to make sure they understand. They should focus more on you than talking to their colleagues or other friends. They should replace the blade on their straight razor before they use it on you. And they should show you the back of your head once they're done cutting your hair. If you look up for these signs and you find a barber that does all 10 of them, he's an excellent barber for you. Number 3, pick the right hairstyle for your insecurity. You see, a lot of guys online will tell you, get the best haircut that matches your face, but there's a better way to do it. Instead, you should get the haircut that best covers up your insecurities so you can feel the most confident. Here are the 4 most common insecurities men have and how you can fix it with the right haircut. First, we have a big forehead. Second, we have a weak jawline. Third is thinning hair. And 4th is height. The most common insecurity men have is a big forehead. And if this is you, you're gonna wanna go for a hairstyle that adds a lot of volume to the front of your head. This will cover up your forehead, such as a curtain fringe or a textured fringe. However, if your forehead is large due to receding hairlines, this is when I would recommend a hair transplant. My own brother was dealing with this exact issue. His hair was great everywhere else, but his hairline was receding, which would make his forehead look bigger than what it was. So we both booked a trip to Turkey. We went to this clinic called Clinic, and we had him go through the whole process of a hair transplant to renew his hairline. Now, I want you to understand that this happened about 10 months ago. And just look at the before and after. He looks like a completely different guy and no longer has to worry about getting the right haircut for his insecurity because he solved the issue. And you can too with Clinic. And what I love about Clinic is that everything was included. Hotel was included, flight was included, transportation to and from the airport and to and from the clinic was included. Basically, it's all inclusive and it was insanely affordable. Now, the second most common type of insecurity is a weak jawline. To fix this, I want you to pick a hairstyle that has a mid to high fade. This will thin out the sides of your head, making your jawline appear bigger. For this, styles like buzz cuts or crew cuts with mid to high fades are perfect for you. Now, the third most common insecurity men have is thinning hair. For those dealing with this issue, most hairstyles can work. You just need to ask your barber to add layers and textures to your hair to create the illusion of thickness. Now, the problem with thinning hair is that if you do nothing about it, this is just a band-aid. This will just solve the issue for so long because the rate at which you lose your hair will speed up as you age. What you need to do is stop the hair loss. And if it's severe already, basic over-the-counter hair loss treatments won't work anymore, and a hair transplant is what I recommend every guy to do. Shoot, I even recommended it to my own brother. And if I ever have to deal with it, you already know I'm gonna go get a hair transplant, because it's the only guaranteed way to regain back that hair density you're looking for. And I want you to understand that the process is super simple and safe, and you don't have to spend thousands of dollars like most do by doing it here in the States. If you go to Turkey, like we did, to Vera Clinic, you're gonna spend 1/5 of what it would cost you to do it in the US. And they're using all the latest advanced technologies like Sapphire FUE transfer, Oxycure so you can heal faster, and even new gen stem cell therapy. And look, it's not just my brother that's satisfied with these before and afters. From the moment that I'm recording this video, they have a 99% satisfaction rate with their clients. I mean, just look at the before and after. If this is you with any hair, this would save your life. This is gonna save your hairline, and it's guaranteed to work. If you guys wanna check out Vera Clinic or see more information on it, it's gonna be linked down below. Now, the fourth most common insecurity, it's height. Most don't understand this, but you can make yourself look taller by opting for a haircut that adds volume. For example, the coif or the pompadour. Additionally, a mid to high fade can also elongate your face, which will give you the illusion of appearing to be taller. Number 4, pick the right style for the side of your hair to make your jawline stand out. See, what most men overlook when it comes to hairstyles is the impact that the sides of your hair can have on the structure of your face. So I'm gonna show you what style you should have on the side of your head depending on your face shape. To start, I need you to grab a tape measure and measure the 4 following areas on your face. The distance between the outer edges of your eyes for cheek width, the distance between your chin and the outer edge of your ear, and the distance from your hairline to your chin tip. Then take those 4 measurements and input them into a face calculator like the one I'm using called Omni Face Calculator. This will tell you what exact face shape you have based on measurement. Then, depending on your face shape, the next time you go for a haircut, I want you to ask for these styles. If you have a circular face, you're gonna want a high fade on the sides to make your face look longer and slimmer. If you have a square face, you should opt for a mid fade to make your face look more chiseled and make your face look balanced. If you have an oval face, you should go for a low fade to shorten and chisel out your face. And if you have a rectangular face, you should go for no fade and instead opt for the flow style to soften and balance your facial features. Number 5, use the right shampoo for your type of hair. You see, there are 4 types of men. You got guys that have bad hair and bad haircuts. There's no saving these guys. Or then you have guys that have bad hair, but a good haircut. Then you can even have guys that have great hair, but bad haircuts. The best type of guys have great hair and great haircuts. As you can see, even if you get a good haircut, if you have bad hair, it's still gonna look bad. So I'm gonna show you how you can have good hair. So when you do go get a good haircut, you can look your best. You see, most people used to tell you that washing your hair all the time was a good thing. However, nowadays, everyone's starting to tell you to stop washing your hair. So I decided to do my own research on this. In the study published in the National Library of Medicine, researchers divided participants into 2 groups. One group washed their hair 6 times a week, while the other group only washed their hair once a week. They then monitored hair health over the course of 3 months, and what they realized was that those who washed their hair more frequently had significantly healthier hair. This ends up debunking the myth that frequent hair washing is a bad thing. The key, however, is to use the right shampoo for your hair type. If you have oily type of hair, I want you to go for a shampoo that contains any of these 4 ingredients. But if you have dry type of hair, I want you to go for a shampoo that contains any of these 4 ingredients that will hydrate the hair. Now, by this point, you've done what you needed to do to make your barber give you a good cut. You use a checklist to find the perfect barber. Pick the right hairstyle for your insecurity. Pick the right side style for your face shape. And now have even picked the right shampoo so you can have healthy hair. All of this leads you into getting the best haircut possible. But there is one last thing you must know before your next haircut. Number 6, use the right hair product for your hair type. At the end of a cut, any good barber will typically ask you if you want them to add any sort of styling product. You're gonna wanna say yes to the styling product. However, you wanna make sure it's the right one for your hair type. If you have super dry hair, you need something that has a strong hold with a semi-wet look. So for you, any sort of gel or mousse will be great. If you have balanced or normal hair, you're gonna wanna go for something with a strong finish and a natural look, such as a pomade or a cream. And if you have thick or oily hair, then you're gonna wanna go for something with a matte finish and a medium hold, like a clay or a wax. You use the right hair product plus everything else I told you on this list, and now you're ready for your next haircut.